Hello, y'all. This is Tristan B Hampton, and I am here for my entrepreneurial spotlight. I love entrepreneurs, and I'm so glad that I got one sitting right here with me, Miss Fabulous Tracye Coleman. And this is the very first entrepreneur spotlight video. You the first person, so yay! um, the reason why it's important for me to talk to entrepreneurs is because, as you know, we met through the wonderful One Voice Worldwide company. That's how I met you, and this is the first, not the first entrepreneur experience that I've had, but the way that it's structured is kind of like the first official business that I own. And I've always supported entrepreneurs, but now that I'm in that position, I feel like it's even more important to make sure that I not only promote myself, obviously, but also promote people who take that step, who are bold enough to be their own boss, because you've been a boss for a long time. And I know you know it's not easy. No matter how you own a business, it's not easy. Everybody ain't got what it takes to do that. So with that being said, I just want to welcome you to my platform and let everybody know who you are, what you do, why you do it, and where they can contact you. Okay. So first things first, I'm gonna let you do your own little introduction. Just tell everybody who you are, what you do.
Well, thank you for having me on the show. I am Latora Tracye Coleman. I own T-Stylzz Salon and Spa LLC, Alabama. Um, I've been in business 22 years. I started doing hair when I was 15 years old. So I'm an old head. I've been doing hair for a long, long time. Um, what made me start doing hair actually was by accident. And I tell this, yeah, I tell this story everywhere I go. One morning getting ready for school, I had asked my mom to give me a line in the back of my head.
Oh Lord.
And for some reason, my mom decided to give me lines in the back of my head, probably like 4 or 5 lines, not straight lines. They was crooked lines. They was like jacked up. So I had to figure out.
Man,
I don't know what she was into that morning.
sorry, Mom.
But
No offense.
Go ahead. I had to figure out how to fix that. And I'm in the mirror. My sister was like dying laughing. So I'm in the mirror trying to figure it out, and I'm, pulling this and pulling that or whatever. So I ended up figuring out how to cover it up, and I ended up cutting my hair and, styling it or whatever. Went to school, and it was a hit. Everybody was
Wow.
like, literally, everybody was like, "Who did your hair?" And I was like, I did it, like just blowing up. So got my best friend when I got home. I was like, "Come on, let me cut your hair." Mind you, first time I've ever put my hands on scissors was that morning to fix my own hair.
Wow.
So I cut my friend's hair when we got home, and we went to school the next day. It was a hit, so I'm like, let me try it one more time. And so I got my other friend. I was like, come on, let me cut your hair. So I did cut her hair and everything. Again, another hit. And I've been cutting hair, literally. I've been doing hair ever since then. Literally ever since then. I just went to beauty school, and I went to beauty school right down here in Meridian and Moore Career College. Graduated in 92. I had my son in 93, and I got my license in 93. So I've been doing hair ever since then. And
Wow.
it's been a blessing.
Ain't that crazy how your gift, how life can make you discover your gift? You made me remember when Salt and Pepper, they were taught. Do you know that story?
I don't know their whole story,
Uh-huh.
but their hairstyle. When you said Salt and Pepper,
Uh-huh.
That's the hairstyle I ended
Yeah,
up cutting.
because I don't know if it was Salt or Pep, but they were saying, you know, they had the iconic half bob with the thing too, but how they got it.
I think it was Spinderella that had a messed up haircut or something like that.
It was one of them because I remember she was saying that her hair had broke off so bad from relaxing or something, and the only way that they could kind of fix it was to do that. And like you said, when people saw it, it was hot. So that just became the style, and now it's iconic. Like nobody can put on a 80s outfit.
Right.
Now it's an 80s outfit, Lord Jesus. But they can't, it don't hit unless you got that salt and pepper bob to it. You know what I mean? So yeah, you made me think of that. I want to ask you, when you started out cutting hair, you know, you were a teenager. Were you really about your business even then, or was it just something you felt like, oh, I'm good at it, so let me just make a little bit of money?
Actually, I wasn't about business at that time. I was about fashion.
Oh, okay.
It was about my look. Mm-hmm. You know, it was all about, you know.
You had to be fly.
I had to be fly.
Gotcha.
So it was all about my look. And after doing it and seeing that I could make a little money, I started making money doing it. Like in high school, like $5-10 here and there. And when I say my mom's kitchen was full of people, every Saturday, every Sunday, full of people. Like,
wow,
packed.
You were in high school making money that your classmates were not making.
Enough money to pay for me and my friends to get in the games.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you
and have enough gas money.
Have enough gas. Well, that shouldn't have been hard though. How much was gas back then?
Probably like 93
cents. Lord, bring it back. But the reason why I asked you, were you about charging, you know, what you're worth? I know
I wasn't, because I didn't know about
you didn't know
what my worth was at that time.
And the reason why I say this, because especially young entrepreneurs, it's so many younger people who are stepping out and owning their own business. I got a cousin that do her own nails. One of them do lashes, and I always wonder, are they charging what they're supposed to be charging? Because probably not, because they're young. And it made me remember when I was like in the 9th grade, I had 2 twin classmates. Both of them could braid some hair, and they would braid, you know, the classmates' hair. We lived in the same apartment complex, so they would braid my hair and my friend hair and stay downstairs. And they daddy, it wasn't until I got grown that I really understood why their daddy stayed in their business when it came to them braiding hair. You was not finna pay them what you wanted to pay them. You know, all this my friend girl, they daddy stayed on top of their money. And we little girls, so we like, oh, why they daddy in their business? They know how to braid hair, but
mine would have been in my business.
Exactly, because he knew.
Ready to retire now.
Right, see, young people, y'all better listen to this. That's why it's so important. When I got older, it made so much sense why he was that way. Because first of all, you young. You know, most of them don't even have that type of mindset, and they probably gonna spend the money on, you know, crazy stuff.
Going to Village Fair Mall.
Yeah, you know, buying shoes and bags and all that type of stuff. So I really respected him when I got older, and I was like, oh, that was a smart man. So you said that you kind of splurged your money a little bit.
I did.
You did. So
spent it on me and my friends, and you know, I've always had the giving spirit, so I had enough money to splurge on everybody. So that's what I did.
That's what you did. And you learned
I did.
The hard way.
I did.
But that's all right, because if you live long enough, you're gonna learn a few things the hard way. But the point is you learn. And that's all that matters. So when you became a grown entrepreneur, what was that experience like?
Ooh, that was hard. That was really hard, because first of all, when I got my license, I started as a shampoo tech. So, and I was a shampoo tech down here in Meridian, once again, a few feet down the road.
What was the name of it?
Golden Touch beauty salon. Go to
Okay.
Fest. I think that the lady name was Brenda Owens
Okay.
at the time, and we're still in contact. I found her on Facebook
Okay.
a couple of years ago, and she did remember me. She moved away years ago, but anyway, I shampoo tech for her for 4 years, and then I moved to Leesville, Louisiana, with my brother. He was in the military, so I did hair down there as a I work commission. Working commission, of course, they taking half of what you're making.
Yeah.
So I was making a lot of money. And another one of the stylists in there, she was like, won't you be a booth renter instead of working commission? So I was like, okay, cool. So I asked the owner if I can do booth rent. And she was like, well, me and my husband talking about it, and we can't afford to let you be a booth renter. And I'm like, wow, these people are literally making money off of me.
Yeah.
So it discouraged me, and I was like, you know what? I don't even want to do hair anymore. So
Wow.
I moved back home, and I stayed. I probably didn't work for about 2 months, but I was like, something was calling me. You know, the hair was literally calling me.
Wow.
So I went to this other salon, and just instincts, my spirit told me to just go there.
Yeah.
And when I walked in, and I talked to the lady, and I told her that I wanted to be a booth renter. I didn't have a clientele or anything. She was like, okay, cool, come on in. And you know, she let me come in as a booth renter. And because I didn't have a clientele, I would sit there, you know, for hours doing nothing and just watching her. And she was, you know, getting behind on her work. So I just started shampooing and prepping her clients and helping her, you know, speed and go faster. And with me doing that, she started throwing me some of her clients.
Oh.
And when I say my clientele built up really fast, and I was also able to still do prep for her. So it made me even faster, prepping for her and doing my work. So now, what I tell you now, when you come to my salon, you're not in my salon no more than 2 hours, you gone. Or an hour. Depending on what you're getting, you're gone, because, you know, doing that, I learned how to go really fast, you know, with her giving me clients and me still doing her clients. So, and to this day, me and her are still friends. I stayed there probably about 3 years, and again, the spirit told me to go. It was time for me to go. So I sat down and talked with her, and I was like, it's time for me to step out and start my own salon. And we cried, but she gave me her blessings. And again, we're still friends to this day. She gave me her blessings, and from that point, T-Stylzz started, and still going
to this day.
Yeah.
And I'll put it in the description, but just tell people where T-Stylzz Salon and Spa is located.
Okay, I'm 30 minutes from Meridian, Mississippi. I'm in Cuba, Alabama. Yeah, it's the first exit.
First exit.
When you get into Alabama, it's the first exit.
Okay.
I can just give you my address. It's 5937 Sumter 9, Cuba, Alabama. And I don't actually stay in Cuba, but it's just the postal address. I stay in this little community called Ward.
Okay.
But it's not hard to find if you take the your exit straight shot.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make sure I put all that in the description for the video. I want to talk about we're gonna talk about One Voice, because that's a big chunk for business right now. Because, you know, I know we really are like business partners in a way. And one thing that I have learned in business is it took me to be in One Voice for some reason to connect how business can also be about alignment and I would say spirituality. I hope people get what I'm talking about, because when you say business, people think money, and when people think money, a lot of people have a negative connotation of money, so they don't think that being purposeful and spiritual can align with business, but it wasn't until I got more in it where I'm like, it kind of has to be that way in order to really fully thrive in it. You know, you have to have that element in it. It can't just be about, oh, well, I'm good at this and I'm going to do this and make a whole bunch of money. It's a whole lot bigger than that. Because one reason why I was happy to have you on here is because I love the passion behind your story of why you do it. Like, you have a very big why. It ain't just washing people's hair. It's not just styling it. You're confirmation for a lot of people's self-esteem. And I learned that, you know, as I got older. Makeup artists, your hairstylist, that it's important, you know. Y'all really do make people, no matter how they look, no matter what they got going on, you can be the vessel to help that person feel good about themselves. And I know that's a big part of why you do what you do. Is that right?
It is. And another thing, like during the shutdown in the pandemic, I actually turned T-Stylzz into a salon and spa. So not only do I do hair and makeup, I do massages and, you know, body sculpting and different stuff like that to help, you know, women. And I kind of focus or try to focus on the whole woman. You know what I'm saying? The entire woman, not from head to toe. Because not only do we want to just look pretty, we want to feel pretty. You know, from head to toe with massaging, and I do these things. I'm sure you've heard of this.
Yes, I am. And I'm gonna put all your stuff in there because you do so much, and I want everybody to make sure that they know. You know, that's why it's so important to talk to entrepreneurs. Because another thing I learned real quick, most entrepreneurs don't just do one thing. It's multiple things that they do. What did I want to comment on? Oh, when you were talking about, you know, from head to toe, helping people feel good. Another thing that I learned growing up, going to the hair salon with my mama, is how much of a female community it is, especially, I think, with Black women. You know, it's all women. With all women. Well, I just said Black because I ain't never been in white people's salon, so I don't know. I don't know how it go. But I know when I was growing up, like the same woman that was doing my mom hair when I was young. You know, when I got older, my mama took me and my sister there. She did my hair until I was grown. I think I started going to her when I was in like the 6th grade, and went there. You talk. Yeah, girl talk, you know, you talk about everything. So in a lot of ways, it was just a safe haven. For a lot of women, that's where they go to kind of rest. You know, it's a sisterhood type thing. And nothing felt better than having that experience. And then when you got up, you know, your hair was beautiful. And, you know, it was just an experience. And like I said, it's taken me to be grown to really appreciate a whole lot of stuff that I grew up around. But that was one of the things that stuck out to me.
Yeah, we try to make the going to the salon an experience. I try to make it an experience because I know as a working mom and dealing with your husband and your partners or your whoever, your children, you want to get away sometimes. That meantime and laying back in that bowl for some of the women, I promise you, some of them just go to sleep. They go to sleep.
It's therapy.
Yeah, it's therapy, and that meantime, that time for themselves, and it's so important that women that we take that time.
Yes.
You know, for ourselves, and I try to make my salon that haven, like you said, that safe haven, that comfort zone.
Exactly.
Just like macaroni and cheese, that comfort food.
It's so.
I try to make my salon that place for the women, and I keep it there.
And that's important. That's so important. And once again, like I was saying, that's where it's just not about business. It's bigger than business. You know, way bigger than that. Which I'm gonna let that take me into one voice. I would tell you, One Voice Worldwide is it's really like an umbrella company. You know, we do have a very, very nice online shop, but we have services that we offer. And like I was saying earlier, this is the first like real official business I've owned, and having it through the company of One Voice, it's been amazing. The short time I've only been anywhere since April this year. I don't. How long you been with One Voice?
It's been a year. October made a year.
October made a year. Made a year. Happy 1 year. But is it not amazing being in One Voice Worldwide?
It is absolutely amazing, and everybody, from the founder to the president to all the people that the leadership in it, everybody is like family. You know, they actually reach out to you and you know, invite you to reach out to them. And we have so much energy, positive energy, you know, and training,
yes,
and leadership. We even have book club, you know.
Exactly.
We gotta get
too soon tonight, y'all. But I have to bring that up.
Amazing.
Yes.
One Voice is absolutely amazing. And I have never, I promise you, I have never been with a company that cares so much about the people. And when I first got in it, I'm thinking money. But then I realized it wasn't about the money. It was about the people. And once I reached out to the founder and I told him, you know what, I see the vision. I literally see the vision. And he was like, you're absolutely right. Yeah. It's about the people.
It's about the people.
It has been, this year has been an amazing journey.
Yes.
And not only, again, do they care about you being successful, but again, they care about the spirit, man.
Exactly.
So that there,
and that says a whole lot.
That says a whole lot for me.
Yes. I look at
a whole lot for me, because I'm not cutting you off, but I'm not that religious type.
Nowhere near it. Don't want to go nowhere near it.
But the spirit be right there.
Yes.
And it's so warm, and I'm not that type of person that just hug, but the spirit there is so warm, it just reaches out and grabs you.
It does.
Period. Even when you don't want to be hugged, it will hug you.
I
absolutely love it.
It is, and I put the description, the link to One Voice in my first video, and it's gonna be in all my videos, because you know, part of why we do what we do at One Voice Worldwide is to let other people know, because it's a wonderful opportunity. You know, you literally own your own business, and I think it's the perfect way to have an introduction business if you've never been a business owner.
Not only introduction business, but for me, it's gonna be my retirement.
Amen.
You understand what I'm saying?
Amen.
I'm gonna transition from T-Stylzz to One Voice, and you know, still be smooth with transition. So it's, for me, it's my retirement. It's my retirement. So I can kick up my feet and enjoy.
It's a ticket to freedom.
Flavor,
Yeah, it's a ticket to freedom.
It is.
And that's where the business part really comes into it. Like, a lot of the other stuff is what you were just saying. It's community, it's family, it's networking, but that part of it is also just awesome. It's a full circle.
It is.
Business. It really is, and that's one reason why I promote it so much. And I know you promote
I do
a whole lot, and that's also a reason why I even have a YouTube channel, which I will tell you, I've always wanted one. But it's so funny, once again, how spirit worked, because it's gonna be a few videos where I'm gonna have to get into how some things came to be. But one thing, I know it ain't just no one video. It's gonna be a few, and y'all gonna see her again, because I know she got a lot more stories to tell. But I just wanted people to see someone, but then also see their self in you. Does that make sense? because we're just normal people.
Just normal people.
You know,
everyday people.
Everyday people.
Absolutely.
You know, don't have no.
I'm very approachable.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Most days. Most days I am. I'm still a human being. But, you know, we're just normal people, but normal people can do extraordinary things. And that is one of the reasons why I was so happy to have you here, because, and I know, like, sometimes the day-to-day, you can kind of lose sight of your magic. You know, you don't always feel like I'm this wonderful superhero, I'm doing all these amazing things. Is that true for you?
It is.
Because it's true for me. But we're just ordinary people, and you can do extraordinary things, and you can do it in the multiple ways. We have to stop thinking that it's only one way that we can do things, because I can say for me, that actually held me back for a long time, feeling like it has to be this way. And I'll never forget, I told Miss Linda when we left Montgomery for our national training with One Voice, I said, it just dawned on me, I prayed for this type of business opportunity last year.
Wow.
Prayed for that last year. Literally the way that it is set up. I wanted to make money online where I didn't have to hoard freight and stuff in my house and take all that type of stuff. But see, when you pray for something, you have to be very, very intentional and careful. Right? I learned that. But also, when it shows up, be deliberate creation. But the main thing is to don't box yourself in so much to where you feel like it just has to go one certain way, because you can miss out on so much when you do that. So much. But I think we got some good information. Like I said,
because it was like so energetic. It's gonna be like so energetic. Like,
I'm doing my best. I promise you, I'm doing my best. I will have you again. Like I said, I know we got a whole lot of stuff to talk about, and some sisterhood stuff, some woman type stuff, because something telling me that me and you got some more connections when it comes to store. Do you feel what I'm saying? I feel that somewhere in me, that spirit telling me that. So we're gonna get to that. But I thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. You were so welcome. Thank you for the blessing. Thank you for being a blessing. And once again, y'all, this is Miss Tracye Coleman. I don't want to call you no hairstylist, because you more than that. Hairstylist, online business owner. Is it a term for the JJ Steaming?
I'm a Parastine facilitator.
Parastine
facilitator.
That sounds good, don't it?
But that's the technical term. I'm a Parastine.
Oh, that is the technical term for it. Say it one more time.
Parastine facilitator.
Parastine facilitator. Okay. I like that word. Okay. I like that word for some reason. But yes, so we are done. Do you want to say anything to the people? You want to leave them with anything? Think you said enough?
I said everything.
All right, y'all.
That I need to say on this particular
thing.
But when we come back,
we got some stuff to talk about. I feel it in my bones, y'all. The spirit is talking to me right now. We got some stories to tell. That's another episode. This is a series. Really, spirit just gave it to me. I'm going to feature a lot more entrepreneurs, and she will be back. But yes, entrepreneur spotlight. That is something that just came to me tonight, and you will see more of it. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Y'all know I'm still new to YouTube, so I have, and I'm a little older, so I have to kind of remember what I'm supposed to say. Everybody always say, you need to make sure that you say, hit the notification bell. Thank you Hit that notification bell. Don't hit all. You want a notification for all of them.
Right.
So make sure you hit that. But anywho, thank you guys. See you later.